Hey Royal Family, it is Cash Me Out. I am Queen Supreme, aka Queen Supreme 369, back at you again for another video. Now, this video is about a little boy named Noah Cuatro. A while ago, maybe a month or two ago, we did a video on a little boy named Noah Cuatro who had been failed and lost his life. Now, this is an update. We haven't been getting a lot of the updates on the stories that we have covered, but when we do, I like to come in and update them. And I will admit, my girl Rachel told me about this about a week ago, and I've just been really busy. However, if you don't know about the Noah Cuatro situation, I'll give you a little bit of the rundown, and then we'll head to the update. Los Angeles County caseworkers allowed 4-year-old Noah Cuatro to remain in his parents' home despite a court order in May, weeks before the Palmdale boy died under what authorities say is suspicious circumstances. Now, at the time of Noah's death, Noah had remained under active supervision by the Department of Children and Family Services after at least 13 calls to the child abuse hotline and police from people who had suspected that the children in the home were being abused. Now, Noah's parents, Jose and Ursula, called in the Friday of his death and told the LA County sheriffs that Noah had drowned in the pool. However, obviously, it was suspicious because there was no water in his lungs at the time of the autopsy or, anything like that. However, like I said, we do have an update, so let's head over there, and I'll meet you on the other side with any follow-up commentary. Let's go.
Pat and Jeff, this little boy had such a tragic life. 4 short years filled with abuse and neglect. Reports show he was removed from his home multiple times, but he kept getting returned to those parents who are now accused in his death.
Well, I feel that we're one step closer to getting justice for my poor Noah. Oh, God. I miss him very much. I wish he was still here. That's all I can say.
Eva Hernandez cried about the news that the LA County Sheriff's Department arrested Jose Cuatro and Ursula Juarez for the murder of their son and her great-grandson, Noah Cuatro. It was back on July 5th that crews responded to a reported drowning of the 4-year-old boy. His parents said he was found in a community pool unresponsive, but doctors quickly realized he had suspicious injuries. He died the next day. After an autopsy, the coroner ruled Noah's death a homicide, and today his parents were arrested.
I wish he could have stayed with me. He didn't want to go back. He used to beg me all the time, Grandma, don't make me go, please.
Make no mistake about it, but for this agency deliberately disregarding the life of this little boy and his well-being, there would not be a death of Noah Cuatro. He would still be alive today. So DCFS has blood on its hands. Even though we're talking today about the arrest of the parents, we will be back at some point in the future to hold that agency accountable for the death of this little boy.
Now, attorney Brian Claypool says he will hold a news conference next week to further discuss the role that the Department of Children and Family Services played in little Noah's death. Now, each of his parents are now being held on $1 million bail. They are both due in court next Monday. Reporting live in Pasadena, Amy Johnson, CBS 2 News. Yes, Sharon and Juan, a news conference just wrapped up here moments ago with the attorney and, as you mentioned, the great-grandmother of that little 4-year-old boy, Eva Hernandez. She broke down in tears multiple times talking about the 4-year-old that she often cared for, that was actually in her home on several occasions within his 4 years of life. And she said it was heartbreaking when she had to let him go back home to his parents. Now, today, the LA County Sheriff's Department announced the arrest of Jose Cuatro Cuatro and Ursula Juarez for the murder of their son, Noah Cuatro. Now, it was back on July 5th that crews responded to a reported drowning of the 4-year-old boy. He was in a community pool. His parents said that he was found unresponsive, but doctors quickly realized he had suspicious injuries. He died the next day. After an autopsy, the coroner ruled that Noah's death was a homicide, and today his parents were arrested. Now, attorney Brian Claypool says that he will be holding a news conference next week, in fact, to talk about the problems that happened with DCFS, about how this little boy remained in that home despite family members complaining about abuse that was happening in that home. Now, meantime, those parents are being held on $1 million bail each, and they are both due in court on Monday. Reporting live in Pasadena, Amy Johnson, KCAL 9 News.
So sad that little...
I think it's really sad that we're seeing all these children be failed by their family. But in this situation, I am at least thankful that Noah Cuatro's parents, Jose and Ursula, have been arrested. Obviously, from the beginning, the situation didn't really make sense. And as you know, as his parents, they were supposed to take care of him. And I wasn't buying the pool situation anyway, but 13 CPS calls. We have a child that was supposed to be supervised and was allowed to go back home. I think that we need to definitely readdress CPS and Child Family Services, whatever. However, again, I am glad that arrests are made. I don't know what took so long, but I will continue to follow along with this story. Hopefully we get a trial out of this and we'll be able to touch base as well. Now, if you're not familiar with this story, please make sure that you check on Queen Supreme, my normal live streaming channel, because that is the channel where I live streamed this story from. So with that said, stay you, stay royal, stay uncompromisable, stay woke, and I will see you in another video. Much love.